do, YouTube? We are back with another one. This is Off the Plank Podcast. And I'm joined here with my co-host, Brandon. Say what up for the folks, man.
What it do?
All right, y'all. And we do have a special guest on today's episode. We do have Rising Sun Serpents with my boy Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's good to the folks out there in the YouTube land, my boy?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing all right, doing all right.
All right, you enjoying your Sunday tonight, this evening?
Man, it's chaos over here.
As usual.
I
Where
got
you at again, bro?
Wisconsin. I'm right up next to Wiz.
Oh yeah, you out there with my boy, the Packers.
Yeah, and I'm right next to Wiz from Wiz Constrictors.
Okay, you out there with Wiz. So you out there in that that Wu-Tang group
Wiz
chat.
Tang Clang, yep.
Yeah, Wiz Tang. I'm sorry, Wiz
Yes,
Tang.
sir.
Correct. I'm sorry.
Wiz
You know,
Tang.
y'all out there, y'all mobbing.
Yeah,
Shout
we
out
do.
to Wiz, man.
Saturday gets mad crazy on sophisticated ignorance.
Yeah.
It's a madhouse of people jumping in and jumping out. We'll go to like 3 a.m.
Man, last time it was what 222. Keith said it. It was over like 222.
Yeah. Well, the week before that, we were like darn near like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all
Yeah, on the East Coast over here, on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time, if you an hour after us or before.
Yeah, you guys are an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, so it would be like 3 o'clock here at your 2 o'clock. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
That's wild. So
Yeah, sophisticated ignorance, B.
That explains why Brandon was late. His timing was off.
Facts.
Yeah, we were talking back and forth about what time would be all right because I'm running around with the munchkins and stuff. So
yeah, he was like, yeah, 5:30 would be good. And I'm looking at the clock like it's 5:30 right now. So I was like, what time you on? We just gotta start saying in an hour. Are we good in an hour?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize like how it's not even. I thought it was gonna be more drastic of a time change, being that you're so. You know what I'm saying? It's like
no, it's actually the East Coast is not as bad as the West Coast. So it's like as soon as you start moving to like middle of like Texas, it starts to change drastically.
Hold up. So you're saying one part of Texas can be one time and the next part of Texas is a whole different time?
I think so because I know from California to here is 4 hour difference.
Okay.
So if it's like somebody calls at 10 o'clock here, it's gonna be like 6 o'clock in the morning over
6
there.
a.m.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It is.
That time zone can really mess with. That's why people be talking about getting jet lag like that, huh?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you guys ever driven through Texas? It's a nightmare.
I haven't driven through Texas. I've never been to Texas. Actually, we're about to. Me and my wife going to Texas for our anniversary on next month. The end of next month, we're going to Texas. But we've been to Cali. We've been to Florida, Cancun. Like we've flown and got places, and we up. And then all of a sudden, we start to crash, and then we look outside, and it's still daylight, and we be exhausted.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, there's like
terrible.
Oh no, actually, pretty much all of Texas is mountain time.
Okay.
So it's Central, Eastern. Yeah, so it's Eastern, Central, Mountain, and then Pacific.
Okay.
So up until you get to Arizona, then it's the time change after Arizona.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'll like that. I mean, I want to go to Texas to visit, but I don't think I like that. Like to be in a state that it changes like that. I don't think.
No, I know it's just one time. Just one time.
All right, so let's get into it. Pretty much. So we do have a couple of questions for you. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, nothing too crazy. We just want to get to know you. Just want to get to know you and the things, you know, pick your mind a little bit, see what you like about this hobby, what got you involved, and what kind of like started you off into the whole process of reptiles and everything like that.
That's cool.
So my first question to you would be, just about you. Like, just give us a little bit of your background.
Okay, so what? 33, ex-military. Got out in 2010. Got back home. Wisconsin's home. Started keeping snakes around that time, but then I moved to Indiana to help my uncle out with his repair shop. So had to give them up. Got a cool
Yeah,
back tat out of it, but had to give them back up. And then I came back home after a little bit. Then met my ex-wife, and she didn't like snakes, so I couldn't have snakes. Man, you can try to compromise all you want. Somebody don't like snakes.
That's
yeah,
It's
they
hard
ain't
to
trying to
keep
hear that.
snakes.
that's
Yeah.
true.
They ain't trying to
And
hear that.
then
At all.
so yeah, I got
At
two
all.
kids. They're little demon spawn, but I love them.
I think all kids can be put into that category. At some
My
point in
kids,
time. At some
no,
point
you
in
know,
time.
like you have like some kids that are like, they're a little wild, and then you got the middle wild child, and then you got the top tier wild child.
Yeah.
I got I got top tier and low tier, so it goes from low tier to woo, and like
Damn.
instant, they just hit you with it.
And you got how many?
Yeah,
You
for
got how many
sure.
kids?
For sure.
Two.
Just
Oh, so
to
it's just one. It's just the opposite, one or the other.
oh yeah, my son's like the quiet kid. It's my daughter that's like little
Oh wow.
Tasmanian devil, man. She just
Which one is the oldest?
my son.
Okay.
He's
How old is he?
8.
How old are what's the age? What's the age gap you had?
Oh, it's just they're just 1 year apart.
Oh, you
Oh
was back
wow.
to back with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back to back. He back to back like Drizzy, man.
It was back to back with it.
He
And give
back
her
to
a
back like Drizzy.
break.
I wanted to pull a Nick Cannon moment, but
Ah, good luck.
Hey. So funny story. I have a friend, right? So I have a friend. He really wanted 10 kids. And he was actually shooting for it. And I'm like, do you not understand how much work that is? You know what I mean? Like he's a good dad. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, like I get the good dad part and you want the big family and all that type of stuff, but man, 10
yeah,
all different personalities, like come on, bro.
yeah. I know of a friend who has like 5. I'm just like,
Yeah, I got 3.
like
We
what
would
do
have
you?
had 4, but we ended up having a miscarriage before our daughter, so we still classified as one of them. But yeah,
Yeah,
we got 3, and they are all different. They are all different. Like the
yeah,
oldest was super cool, super chill, didn't bother nobody. He was just super cool. Then the daughter came and she was the same way, just the girl version of him. And then we got this little third one. Man, this one's a piece of work. I love him. Like he's the most like me. I feel like that might be why it's a piece of work.
yeah. My daughter's like that. She's a slice off the old block.
Yes, for sure.
She's actually my miracle child, actually,
Okay.
because my son, after my son was born, like after like 6 months or so, we had decided, me and my wife at the time, we were like, 3 kids is pretty solid. She already had 2, so I kind of like grew fond of the already 2 that I already had. So well, she had. So I was like, well, 3 boys, I can't knock it. I was like, I really don't want to get a girl. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the good old. I'll be done. I at least have my boy. She has her 2 boys, 3 boys. And Lord, nope. I still had a bullet in the chamber, man. It was done and over with, bro. And we weren't even expecting it until we realized, we're like, wait, how does this happen? Even though you know, and Doc was like, apparently you still have one in the chamber. I'm like,
man,
but
man, man.
now,
So
now that I have her, it's like, I don't even take it back. So.
Nah, I feel the same way. Like my third, me and my wife, we agreed on when I turned 30, I was going to get the surgery. And I was like, look, if we don't have one before I'm 30, that's it. So she threw me a surprise birthday party like 2 weeks before my 30th birthday, and it happened. So it was just like,
she trapped you.
I was just like, hey, I mean,
she
if it's God's will, that's what has to happen. You know what I mean? And at first I was like, man, like I didn't have stuff in line that I wanted to have in line. Like I was in the process of trying to move, buy a house and all that. So it was just like rush the whole experience. You know what I mean? So, and then now that's my man. Like he's the most independent and he's the most sweetest out of them. It's like he don't want to be around you, but when he's around you, he like loves to be around you. So it's definitely different. Yeah. But yeah, after that, it was like, no, I'm going to get snipped. I'm not. It's not happening. Nope.
Yeah, my daughter, when she was born, she was 10 pounds, 11 ounces, and she was 22 3/4 of an inch in length.
Okay.
And now
this sound big.
Now they're at matching height, so they're both 4'5".
Dang.
And they're only 8 and 7.
Bro, that's like 1 foot shorter than me.
No kidding.
I'm like, you're 4'5"?
My son is like
no, I'm 5'7".
My son is like right here to me. I'm like, man, dude, and he grew 3.5 inches from last year to this year. I'm like, dude, you need to slow down. Like,
for sure.
Let me ask you this: Who does he take the height from? Your wife or you?
My side.
Okay.
I mean, I'm only 5'10", but my grandfather and pretty much all my uncles on my mom's side are above 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm the smallest male on my both sides, and I'm 5'7". So,
and I only have one uncle on my mom's side that's short, and he's like 5'5".
Okay.
He grew sideways. He didn't shoot up this.
Little bowling ball.
Yeah, but then on my dad's side, we also have that tall gene. So I skipped my generation and it hit them. So I'm happy with that. They're healthy.
Yeah,
that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, for sure.
They eat like little T-Rexes.
So my question for you is, what made you come up with the name and the logo?
Okay, so I don't know. We were talking about it in the Wistang chat, and I'm heavily inspired by the Japanese culture. So I like the way. Let's just say if I was deployed to Japan, I probably would have never came back. I would have stayed over there.
Right.
I probably would have married a Japanese girl. Yeah, I got that Asian itch. So, and I got a lot of Asian tattoos, Japanese tattoos. So I figured Rising Sun Serpents.
It fits. Yeah, it fits.
Put them together. So that's why I came up with the T-shirt.
Nice.
I need one of them.
I was about to say the same thing.
So it was because of that Japanese influence. Because like pretty much half my body is Japanese tattoos.
Nice.
Left side is Japanese, back side is Mexican, and I got the U.S. Navy tattoo on my other side. So
okay, yeah, I see a lot of Navy people with that.
So you're American, Japanese, and Mexican. I got you.
It's crazy. Like I get inspiration from a lot of things, but like, you know, I tell people, especially now in these times where everybody is like in turmoil of the southern border and the U.S. and everything, and they're like, "Well, you're Hispanic, you're Mexican. What do you think about?" Especially when Trump was all up in office and everybody was hating on him. They're like, "Well, what do you think about it?" I'm like, "What? He's not wrong. You know, protect our borders. That's the number one thing a president should do.
Yeah, so, make sure nobody can get in here.
And they're like, "Oh, how can you say that?" And pretty much all my family's pretty much on the damn side, except I finally converted my mother and my sister. So,
okay.
And everybody was like, "Well, how can you say that?" You know, I was like, "What? It's true. I might be Mexican born, but I'm American raised."
Right.
I bleed red blood and red, white, and blue as anybody else that's been here. So, you know, I'm a citizen just as well. So,
yeah, for sure. So you real big in the protect yourself, protect your. I see what you got on the door back there, so I already know what that means. But yeah. Definitely.
I mean,
that's Second Amendment right?
Yeah, everybody should have that right. You know,
yeah.
If you because most people think that everywhere else they have that right, and no, you don't have the same equal rights that you have here anywhere else. In the UK is the worst. Germany.
I don't even think the police like in the UK. Do they have? I don't think they have batons, right?
Yeah, batons is all they have.
What?
Yeah. I don't even think they use like
the only people that are allowed to have firearms in the UK are either like SWAT team members, where they're equivalent, special forces, SAS, military.
That's crazy.
Regular civilians, you have to like really prove that you really need a firearm.
That's crazy.
The same thing in Germany. Laws are pretty strict in Germany. I don't know about anywhere. I don't know anywhere else, but I don't think I think Spain. I don't know how Spain's laws are because I spent some time in Spain, but I didn't really study up on it. But I know it's bad. There's not a lot of freedom of speech everywhere else. So everywhere else you get jailed for it or you get, you know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mexico doesn't even have gun laws, man.
Oh wow.
You can't even carry a gun in the city unless
in Mexico.
You can't even carry the gun outside your house in Mexico. Like that Joan has to stay at the house. Like you can't open carry, you can't CCW, you can't do anything. And people got to realize is when you get rid of those laws here, it's game over. Where else are you going to go? Look at Canada. Canada says no more to guns. They just Trudeau just took all that.
I'm good. I'm good. It's gonna be a purge. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Purge.
Be a purge, bro. That's crazy.
It's insane, man. People got to realize what we have here. Nowhere else in the world has it.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like in Dubai, like I seen on Instagram a while ago. I seen something where it's like they got so many crazy laws, bro. Like women, like I think you can't yell at somebody over there. They got like she got like a year behind. It's crazy, bro. It's just
the world is crazy. That's their culture, though. Like in Japan, like I don't know if you guys follow or watch YouTube a lot. I know I do. There was this dude that was like being like really black dude being really rude in Japan, and he was saying something bad about Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And Japanese people are still pretty sour about it. They don't really like Americans much because they think every American is really loud and outlandish and everything. And you'll get the stink eye, and there's even restaurants Americans can't go into.
Wow.
Like you think, part of my French, but you think segregation during the time that the U.S. had segregation, it's worse over there.
Wow.
If you at least don't attempt to learn the language, they will shun you. You won't even be able to eat at like Japanese restaurants. You got to eat in one of those restaurants that allow you to eat at.
Wow, yeah, that's different. I wouldn't have expected that. Like I would have thought that most countries would want Americans just for the money and that type of stuff. But yeah, I guess everybody don't care about us.
Nope. Because everybody because everybody else thinks that we're too loud.
That's true.
And what do you think of that? A lot of men leave the U.S., find different women overseas.
That's true.
Women too loud.
I can see that.
That's true.
I know, because I know my nephew did when he's in the military. He's in the Air Force right now, and he was in Japan for like 4 years, and he met a girl there. So now he's married and has a kid, and now he's stationed in Germany. So
Yeah, I know a lot of people that's in the military did that. Went overseas, went to a party. That's all she wrote. It's like bringing back a trophy. They say they bring back a trophy.
Yeah.
So next question. With the ball python stuff, like what's your favorite morph that you currently have right now?
Ooh. I gotta say is Derek's ball python that I got from him.
The blue hypo?
No, the banana blue ghost.
Oh, the banana blue ghost. Yeah.
You have a banana blue ghost. You're gonna have to show me what that looks like.
So I mean, I didn't feed him today. Oh, you were already by the door.
Yeah, I mean he might need to strike you one time.
Nah, they don't really. You can't really see the color.
Oh no, that's beautiful. I can see like some hues and.
He's getting darker.
That's yeah.
So what's the plans for him?
Well, I didn't want to say it, but
you don't gotta.
Keep it.
No, I'm gonna say it. Derek gave me access to the single gene blue ghost female for him.
Sweet.
So
sweet.
Well, we're thinking of pairing them back when they get old enough and do it. Try to
make some fish.
Yeah, definitely. That way you don't gotta make no hits.
Yeah, but he's like a little 120 gram. He gets 2 meals a week, so
that's nice.
Not complaining. He's a pretty healthy eater.
That's good.
So I like the bananas.
Female maker?
Let go.
He a female maker? He came from that female?
No, his dad. I got his dad over here.
So his dad was the banana?
His dad was the banana?
Damn, so dad had to been a banana hat blue ghost. That's nice. That's nice. And he got the visual. Yeah, blue ghost. I heard it was deep. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's a lot of people out there that love that banana gene, man.
Facts.
I got a banana GHI Mojave girl.
What's the plans for her?
Oh, she's still small. She's like 6. But I think last time she's not up to size yet, but she should hit size next year. I'm looking at my wall because I got a dry erase board over here that has.
Oh, okay. You got it written down.
Yeah.
Like, you looking at ghosts? I'm thinking you looking at ghosts. You know, it's a little spooky season out here. So I'm like, what's going on over there?
I got blue ghost. I got orange ghost. I got desert ghost.
Damn,
I also have champagne. I have a few girls that are champagne.
So let me ask you this: you don't fear the wobble in the spider complex, being that you got champagnes?
Well, the champagne that I have doesn't have any of the wobble, but I'm not gonna breed a champagne to a champagne.
Oh, no, facts.
So like knowing that the champagne, the same thing as the spider, does have the wobble trait, I'd probably mix it with something else that would lessen the wobble. So
like blackhead or something?
Yeah, I was about to say blackhead or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't knowingly do that and then risk a clutch of babies and they all have wobble. So what would be the
It wouldn't even be like
yeah? Because then you can't sell them because then if they showingly show a wobble, nobody's gonna want a wobble snake.
Yeah, you can sell them on the pet side though, like
Yeah,
some of the pet as pet only. But say you make a $5,000 snake that has wobble that you got to sell for $200. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that would just be
yeah.
defeats the whole purpose. So
yeah.
what's your favorite? I know we asked you about your favorite recessive or morph incentive. That was a recessive with the blue ghost situation. So what's your favorite incomplete Don or codon?
Hmm.
It got a little harder now, huh?
Yeah, I did. Well, blackhead. I like blackhead.
Yeah,
I
I
have
definitely.
I have
You
quite a
got
bit
black.
of blackhead.
How about say you got blackhead in your collection now?
Yeah, I got blackhead and I have black pastel.
Oh, sweet,
Okay.
sweet.
You planning to do any combos where you get those two intertwined with each other to see
I
like how
already
much?
have
Or you have it already mixed?
I have in mind because
Back to the board.
yeah, because I have the male pastel blackhead and I have two black pastel pied females that are ready to go.
Okay, sweet.
So
Black pastel pie. I got one of those as well.
yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But then I am also
Hold on, you
waiting
said you're gonna put the male blackhead to that's
black
gonna be
pastel pied.
different.
Yeah,
That's gonna be different.
yeah. Because then I also
I'm
want
getting
to
one of them. Put me on the
because
list. I want one of them
I
babies.
also want to do black pastel to black pastel, get
Yeah,
supers, and
yeah.
then do the blackhead to blackhead, get supers, and then try mixing in like one of the female pieds into that to get
To get
like
your guarantees.
yeah to get the panda split.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I like the lavender, so
Hey, we might be able to do something. I got
I want to hit
shit.
that dreamsicle.
You want a dream sickle?
Yeah, I want to hit dreamsicle on my own. I don't want to buy it, so I just want to hit it.
Yeah. And that's what I be telling Brandon sometimes, bro. Like when we be talking about it, I just be telling him sometimes, like, I would rather it's the process sometimes. It ain't just about so I think a lot of people miss out on just like wanting to just buy what they wanted to make. But sometimes the process is like it's so rewarding when you actually hit it. I just
Yeah.
want to know what that feeling is like sometimes.
So like this little guy, he's a fire and he's het pipe and has fire, but he also has lavender albino.
Oh, so he's a double head.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
It's nice.
I already got the genes so I could hit dreamsicle if I get a female for him. But I also got clown too, so
Dreamsicle is what's the combination for Dreamsicle again? Lavender
Lavender
albino.
albino and pie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's already het pied and het lavender. So
You know what you should get if you're gonna get a female?
what's up?
Get Inchy in it.
Yeah.
Inchy. Inchy puts a lot of oranges. All the dreamsicles I've seen with Inchy, or even lavender albinos that I've seen that had Inchy in them, they put a lot of oranges into the mix. Because that's definitely, I mean, like you were saying, you wanted to build some stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely with the building some stuff. Like I'm going to make my own lavender albinos. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with it no more though, but I definitely want my own lavender albinos.
See, like this is the girl that I picked up not too long ago, back earlier this year.
Let
What
me
did you?
guess. Is that the champagne?
Yeah. So she's a champagne OD and she pinstripe.
Nice.
So I got her when I got the banana GHI Mojave.
Mm.
and the shelf that I have here that holds the hatchlings, I got those 2 snakes plus the shelf for $700.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, okay, cool. But
How
she has
how many tubs on that hatchling rack?
15.
Nice.
That ain't bad at all.
No,
Yeah,
not bad.
that's nice. That's definitely nice.
Yeah.
I'm about to make
So my next question is, what's the most amount of snakes you purchased in a 2-week time period? You knew it was coming.
It was 24.
Man.
What?
Yeah. Well, okay. So, background. I was browsing in the chat. Somebody threw up Thirsty Thursdays auction. Derek's channel. So I hit linked up on the chat, and he started throwing snakes out. He explained everything, and I just went purchase.
Hey, that's exactly how it went, bro. Like I said, hey Jose, let me get one. He said, all right. And then right after that, he was back to purchase.
So I picked up, I think out of the auction, I think he had like 15 snakes, I think. And I picked up 11 of them.
Man.
Technically 12, but that one of the snakes that I bought was it wasn't a red stripe. I think it was a redhead. Because it had that little heart shape on the back of the neck. I don't know, it was something with red that one of the other people in our group liked. So I used
Red
that for it was red stripe something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but one of the girls in our group was like, "Hey, send that up to me, and then I'll send you down some snakes." I used that trade, and I picked up 11 snakes from her on that one trade. So, and then the following day,
I need to get in that group,
man.
And then that following day, I was talking to the same girl that wanted that snake, and then she was like, "Hey, Jessica is having an auction from Hares and Farms or something like that. She's having an auction on her channel. Here's the link." Showed up at that auction, and I think somebody dinged me out as soon as I popped in there. Like, "Oh, he's here. He's about to buy all the snakes all over again." Everybody walked out. So I was like, "Man, who just outed me?" But at that point, I picked up. I already had 2 snakes, and then everybody realized I wasn't playing around, and they just kept raising the prices on me. So I was like,
"Yeah, man, yeah."
A little bit. So I was like,
"Is that the one?"
I did pick up 2 good snakes from that. I picked up a banana het pied and a cine het pied, which I'm pairing to my het pied male that he was ready.
Okay.
So you ain't got adults in that out of that?
They were all adults.
Oh shit.
Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Back to the board.
Yeah, because
hashtag board, drawing board.
No, yeah, pretty much they were almost all adults, or close to being in good size. The 2 that I picked up from Jessica's auction were obviously adults, ready to go. And then the ones that I picked up from that trade of that one snake, about half of them were close to size. 3 of them were a guaranteed size. I got one girl who's like 2,300 grams.
Oh, nice.
And then the ones that I picked up from that auction at Tipsy or Thirsty Thursday, they weren't all up to size, but I know at least I got the banana orange ghost, who who Derek keeps his males a little bit smaller because he just doesn't like to feed them a lot because then they get lazy. So
yeah, definitely. I heard that before.
So I know some of his males are ready to go, even though they're a little bit undersized. But it's solid though. I got probably like 10 pairings I'm gonna start doing next week.
So you gonna have eggs this year. This
I
season.
I, I honestly I'm praying I do, but I know that there's a possibility of reabsorbing in the process. So I'm aiming for 10 locks, hopefully. And if I get all 10 locks, and then maybe I get 5 or 6 clutches, because some females might reabsorb some, or I just might hit all 10 clutches. So
Hey, I want you to hit all 10 clutches, man.
it's a roll of the dice, man. If I hit 10 clutches, you know how many baby racks I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need a lot of baby racks.
That's at least.
Do what I did and build it. Just build it.
Yeah, I was talking to Brandon about it because he asked me about how I built the melamine racks that are right next to me. Because I didn't see a need to spend like $3,000 on a Freedom Breeder or an ARS rack because I didn't have that many snakes to begin with, so I only had 15. So I was like, I got 15. I got
only 15.
You know,
and then I started off with 15, and then that 2 weeks, boy, what 20 more? Man,
yeah.
what you got like what 50 by now, right?
Who?
Nah, he is. Nah, you know you already around 50.
Well, 50 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm around 50. I think of 48.
Man, y'all left me in the wind.
So I got 48 in-house. I have 3 that are still with Greg from our group.
Ripping Reptiles.
Yeah.
TJ and Greg, what's up?
I have 2 that are I just purchased, or 3 that I purchased yesterday from Lindsay. Hey, it was a deal. I couldn't pass it up. I forgot.
So you the guy that walks in the grocery store and it says buy 2 get 1 free, and he like that. He like that. I don't need 3, but shoot, it's free. Might as well.
It's a deal. Yeah. It's a deal.
Okay, so I ended up picking up from Renfro Reptiles, Lindsay. So I picked up a pastel banana freeway het pied, 50% het pied. I picked up a pastel leopard spider, and then I picked up an Enchi mimosa.
Nice.
I would have scored a few more, but like again, people were like, "Oh, just kept hitting that button." So I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna wait till like last minute and just snipe somebody." So
yeah, that's definitely how you started. That's definitely how you guys start doing it, because they definitely started raising you. I came to the chat, was like, "Hey, look, be careful, because they out." Yeah. It's like they out.
That sniping is something vicious, boy.
Yeah.
Somebody sniped me in an auction. I almost cried.
It was the auction that Jess holds when I first showed up.
Is that holdback rack? You talking about the holdback rack auctions, or
yeah, that one, yeah.
Okay.
Because that one was just like insane. The first one I went to, and I was like, man, I want to. And then I noticed, I think it was you that mentioned it. Hey, man, you gotta be careful. People are gonna be like raising the prices on you because you're in here. So I was like, man, he took the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was on YouTube, and I was like, I gotta show up for Sophisticated Ignorance, Wiz's podcast. I was like,
I didn't get to get on last night. I was out.
Yeah, so like I get on YouTube, and then I see the auction again. So I creeped into the auction. And I was like, let me see what I can get. So I creeped in, and then I saw some pretty cool stuff. That's why I picked them up.
So, nice.
So I already got plans for the freeway, because I have a bamboo coming my way too from Greg. So
okay. sound like you trying to get into that yellow belly complex a little bit.
Yeah, well, I got one of my snakes who's I call her Violent. She's yellow belly, so every time it's feeding time, man, she don't miss. She tries to hit me. I swear, my thumb is riddled with bites from her, bro. Like she somehow just snatches my thumb right away, and I got a big old rodent, but yet she hits me right on my thumb. I'm like, whatever.
There's love. There's love kisses.
Yeah, I haven't been tapped yet.
She left a thing. She left a fang in my thumb so bad that I had to push it out like a splinter.
He said a thing. He called it a thing.
I literally, dude, like it was like I was playing with my hand one day. I'm like, man, why does it still hurt? And then I noticed like a little bump forming. You know how when you got something in you and your body,
try to push it out. Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. So I squeezed my thumb together. And I was like, oh, I got a fang in my thumb. And I pulled it out. It was like it was a decent sized one. I was like, damn, that's what my finger was hurt. Yeah.
You gotta keep that. So let me ask you this: What's your 5-year and your 10-year plan within this game? Like, what do you see as 5 years?
I still want to be doing it, definitely. But I think in 5 years, I'm probably gonna have a lot of what I want to do, and then because I got certain avenues, like I already have 2 pet stores lined up to sell.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
That's awesome.
So at one of the pet stores I used to work at, and my old manager, he was like, "Hey, what are you doing now?" Because he knew I had 15 snakes at that time, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" I was like, "Well, I'm still raising snakes, and I still plan on breeding them next year. I'm planning on having some babies." And he's like, "You mind selling us some baby ball pythons?" I was like, "I don't mind as long as you guys take care of them. They are all gonna eat live, so no frozen thaw nonsense for me." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, we'll work out a deal when you start having your babies." He's like, "How many snakes are you up to now?" I was like, 48. Like, yeah, dude, don't even mention it, dude. It was a bad 2 months ago. I just purchasing snakes left and right. And then the other pet store, I used to go in there for a lot of my rodents, because at that time I was just buying rodents because it wasn't expensive. So I started talking to the lady, and she was like, "Well, you keep coming in here. What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I got snakes. I'm just feeding them off to the snakes." "Oh, okay. You're gonna breed your snakes?" I'm like, "Yeah, in the next year when I have babies." And she's like, "Well, when you have babies, let us know. We'll gladly buy some off of you." And then so I got 2 avenues that way.
That's
and
cool.
A lot of people that come to me for this realize that I have reptiles, because I'll either have a box of Missouri downstairs, or a bag of mulch still sitting in my kitchen because I have to haul it up here. And they're like, "What's all this?" I'm like, "Oh, I have snakes." And they're like, I start talking to them about snakes. I start talking to them about all the YouTube channels that are out here, and the sophisticated ignorance, keys constrictors, you guys. I start reaching out and start telling people, hey, there's a community of people that are doing this nationwide and even overseas. So, and I start showing them some snakes. I'm like, oh man, I would like something like that. You got any babies? Let me know. So I got a list of people that already want snakes when I have babies. So
that's dope, bro. That's good.
Yeah.
And even a coworker, 2 coworkers of mine wants baby snakes. And then I showed them Morph Market, and their brain just went.
Probably blew up,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time I didn't even know about Morph Market when I first got into it, bro. And when I first like somebody at PetSmart told me about it. Yeah. He told me, I was like, "It's a what for what?" Yeah. Then I got on Morph Market, and I just started seeing all this different shit. I was just like, "Yo!" Then I actually went to a Replicon. I lost my mind.
It hit me like a brick wall. Okay, so when I finally this year I got finally the judgment on my divorce, right? But last year when I had told my ex, I was like, "Hey, you got to the end, made it go." I was like, other than that, June come around, peace. Like you need to be out the house. I went to Petco. I was like, oh, let me get some. Yeah, let me see what they got for reptiles. I was like, now she out. Let me get back in my hobby.
Right.
So I went in. I saw Chief, my albino. I have an albino who's like about that thick. I don't want to pull him out because he's in the middle of shed. So saw him, and he was sitting there for at least 6 months. Nobody wanted to pick him up. Nothing. So I was like, hey, what are you guys doing with this albino? I was like, I want to pick him up. And so they're like, yeah, we'll give you like half off or 75% off. He's been sitting here for 6 months. I was like, okay. I was like,
Wow.
let me get a tank. I need a heat pad. I was like, got him first, and then I got Rex, who's my het pie dude. I got him next, and then I somehow started talking to somebody on Instagram about rodents, and they're like, that's how I got into with Wiz. And then Wiz told me about Morph Market, and then it just went. I just started buying snakes left and right on Morph Market, and that's how I got the 2 females and the snake, the hatchling rack. That's how I got my 2 OD butters, my lemon blast.
Yeah, you got a nice array of genes over there.
Yeah, it went 1, 2, and then it just went 15 at one point, and then 15 turned into 48, and then it was just like
they don't stop.
It wasn't even that long, honestly, but I like it. Like I have like the 2 most expensive hobbies: snakes and guns.
Facts.
I mean, I love cars, but I'm not that like into cars. So like, if I had the car hobby, I'd be broke. I'd be going to that plasma center every day.
Here's some more. Nah, that's facts.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 5 years, you still gonna be in the game. 10 years, you still gonna be in the game because you got the avenues to sell off.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you want to continue to expand size-wise, or do you feel like you want to expand morph-wise, like more genetics, fewer snakes, like keep the same amount of snakes, or do you want to keep all the snakes and keep all the genes, like all the genetics?
No, eventually. Okay, so like eventually, I will find my like comfort zone of how many snakes I want to keep. So and with pretty much not being able to go to like events right now because obviously I don't have nothing to sell, and 2, my 2 little ones are pretty small to take to events. I mean, they're not too small, but like I said, man, they're 2 wrecking balls that I don't feel like.
Yeah.
The smartest choice because I would probably get banned because they'd probably be throwing stuff around here and there. So no, no, but no, I will probably keep it around the same amount of snakes. And, aim for like 10 clutches a year, anywhere from 5 to 10 clutches a year, and try to like really do like condense. Because I know for a fact. See, next year I probably got my Ultra Mel.
Ultra Mel every day.
Blue Ghost won't.
We got some good news.
Yeah, so like Blue Ghost won't be ready for like 3 years, probably, because a baby is gonna take the female baby is gonna take probably about 1.5 to 2 years to grow.
Yeah.
So I probably won't see anything till like
about 3 years from now,
2026.
Yeah.
So, and then a couple other things that I have. So I'm just like, it's the long game and waiting. So like, for example, like this year I'm planning on 10 locks. Hopefully it hits. And if it don't, that's okay too. I got next year. I can always do it again. And just being patient though.
Yeah, for sure. That's the key to the game, man. Patience. It definitely teaches you that.
Yeah, because I know when talking with everybody in the West Tank clan and then in the sophisticated ignorance and watching Keys on his channel, I've heard a lot of people get in, and they think it's a short
quick.
game,
Yeah.
and then they don't last, and then they're off like selling all their stuff at like
Discounted prices just to get out of it.
Yeah, and like we were talking, we were like, "Yo, come Black Friday, there is gonna be a ridiculous amount of snakes for sale, and it's gonna
Bro,
be."
And I'm saving my money for it.
I know, dude. I know. Oh,
I'm saving my money for it.
I have 10 slots in my rack still, so like I can hold 64, and I'm holding those 64, bro.
So actually, on Wolf Market right now, I think this week coming up, they're starting that sale. It's like,
they got is that you talking about that Morph Madness?
Yeah, Wolf Madness, to where you don't just only be able to hold like 5 snakes. You can sell all your collection if you want.
Yeah, there's a lot more reptiles per breeder now.
Per person that can be on sale.
Yeah,
and not only that, I think they got free shipping by Redline.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. And then, I think what I saw in the advertisement, that's what I read. Unless I just read that wrong.
Hey, I need to go do some side work. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
I might have to build another rack. I have to. I have no space. I'm maxed right now.
Yeah.
I am maxed.
Well, I have what? Okay, so with Greg's shipping, he had, I think we're aiming for this Friday for his snakes that I picked up from Greg. So I still have 4 spaces for the hatchling tub. I have 5 FB10s and then 3 20 series tubs. So
that's good. I have nothing.
But I know for a fact come Black Friday, I'm waiting for ARS. Like,
you think they're gonna have a good deal on it?
Thursday night, I'm gonna be like, as soon as it hits midnight, perfect. Like, just dude. Like right now, an ARS rack is cheaper than a Freedom Breeder rack.
Yeah, I think I was just on ARS Cajun.
And then depending on where you are,
rack for 2,500.
Yeah, and then depending on where you are, it's cheaper to get an ARS rack than a Freedom Breeder. Because why order from the West Coast when you can order? Where is ARS? I think is it like Indiana or something?
Indiana, I think.
Yeah, in the Midwest. I'm like, well, I'm right here.
Freedom Breeder is in Cali.
I think so. Let me go ahead and Google.
I know they shipping is freaking crazy.
Yeah, and then you got to think about it, the wait time to get something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Turlock, California.
Damn, I got some tubs from them. I didn't think it came that far from that far.
Yeah,
the tubs came kind of fast.
No, I waited like 3 weeks for mine. I was mad as heck.
For his tubs.
For your tubs?
Yeah.
I don't even think I waited that long. But you know what? It also probably depends on when you or what size tubs you order. I got SB5s.
No, when I ordered when I built my rack for my second rack because of the whole influx of animals, I built that one and it took them like 2.5 weeks to get here.
Damn.
And at that time, I was like, these things are coming. Like,
I remember in the
chat. Like, I need them now because I had enough space. I had enough space to hold. I only had to hold 6 in sterilite tubs for about a week. But at that point, I didn't have heat on them, so I was like, I was getting concerned. I was like, yeah, they got no heat. I mean, it's still summer, but they'll be fine. But I had them right above the rack, so they were at least getting.
Some other heat rises or whatever.
But I was panicking. I'm like, man, a week in these tubs. I was like, I can't feed them in here because it's just, heat. They need that heat to process the food. I was like, man, I'll just wait. And then the following couple days later, The tubs came in. I put my rack together. I slid it into that corner. I was like, "Yep, here you go." Boom, 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 boom. Labeled everything. I was like, oh, whew, "I can breathe." So it was nuts, dude. It was
Yeah,
nuts. But I was kind
them
of
weights, that wait time
thankful.
crazy.
Yeah, thankful that I hit that auction at the time, and then yesterday's auction, so it was pretty cool.
Man.
So, do you use any apps? Like I use, a lot of people use Husbandry Pro, but I didn't get over. I've thought about getting into it, but I already had everything set up in Reptile Buddy, so I just keep Reptile.
I I haven't gotten into the app usage yet because I mean I haven't right now with what I have. It's pretty much all on a board, so like pairing wise and. But I do spend a heck of a lot of time on morph market calculator trying to figure out what goes with what and what could be the possibilities and the outcomes. I know I think I heard about clutch,
Yep.
and then
My only thing is like I got husbandry, bro, and after they got my I had some glitches at first. I'm not gonna lie, I had some glitches. So once I like what I'm saying, put in my support ticket, everything started to run smooth. My only thing with clutch is that the pricing for it is just I just feel like that's kind of expensive, bro. So like
yeah,
I feel like you're not like besides like with husbandry pro, like they have a basic plan. I think they have a free plan. So like the free plan, you only get a certain amount of animals, right?
It's only like 6. Yeah,
Yeah,
free
but
one is.
like the basic plan, you get like 100 or something like that. Like I'm not finna hit 100 snakes right off the bat.
yeah,
And even
Yeah,
so, like what if you archive and all that? I feel like it doesn't count. But or sell off or whatever really don't count. But that's only like $9 a month versus clutch. I think that shit was like $25 a month or 50 or something. And I'm just like, I just feel like that is cool, but I feel like you're more so now at this point you're paying for the name. You get what I'm saying? Like who's behind it, who's pushing clutch. And
yeah,
it's nothing wrong with it at all. You know what I'm saying? By all means necessary, get what you pay for, I guess. But at the same time, I feel like if that's the case, if I get clutch, I need to get some type of bigger discount for reptile sheds. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's hand in hand at this point. Like, yeah, we promoting clutch, but then at the same time, they got RGIs on there.
RGI, yeah,
Yeah, like you can order just like with Morph Market, like how you know what I'm saying, they promote the RGI situation with the shed testing. I feel like you should be able to get some type of discount on there
but using the
because
actual app. Yeah,
yeah, because I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna pay. I already feel some type of way about paying $65 or even $120 to send you some dead skin for you to analyze. And then I'm not sending you like more than likely, bro. I'm not gonna send you no little quarter piece. I'm gonna send you the whole shed. So like, you're not even giving me all the genetics that's in the animal. You're just giving me one gene, and I know you're testing for all the other genes.
yeah,
You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? Like,
yeah.
so
But I
you
think at
know,
that point with clutch, it's you have to have like a lot of reptiles. Like you have to be
it gotta make sense. It gotta make
like
sense to you
you're
for
a
real.
reptile. You like reptiles. In order for you to have like clutch or something, you have to have like reptiles is all you do. Like that's your 9 to 5 or
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
10 to 10, whatever. Like you're spending all day in your reptile room or cleaning or rodent cleaning or anything like that. Like that's all you're doing. But I know for a fact, majority of us that are in the hobby have full time jobs or part time jobs or are doing something else to bring that money into influx right back out into the reptile thing. So
Yeah,
it's mad nuts. Like I was talking on yesterday's podcast where everybody was like, "Well, what do you have income?" And I told them it's like the three that I picked up from earlier that day. I picked up from that other podcast. And they're like, dude, you picked up more snakes, and they were all hounding me about it. I'm like, dude, it just happens. And then I was in the middle of cleaning the rodent racks, and I was just like, I'm probably never gonna be that big. I'll probably be comfortable, hit my 50 snakes, hit 10 clutches a year, narrow it down, try to do super forms of this. Because I know I want to do what? Blackhead OD, red stripe, So that's one of my things. And then, obviously being a single dad, so my time is occupied by like them and my part-time job, and then this part-time job.
Yeah, sports, and once they start getting into extracurricular activities.
Oh yeah, no, my kids are none of my kids are athletic. So my daughter, okay, so my daughter's autistic. So all she cares about is she better have her juice or water or milk, food and snacks, bro. That's all she care about. Like
Hey,
she I buy her so like come you know how Christmas is coming and you buying toys left and right for your kids. Bro, I buy her so much toys that what she finds enjoyment in is a cardboard box and two juice bottles that are empty, and she just boom, 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 boom all day, all day. And my son, on the other hand, he gets probably like 3 hours of playtime on his tablet, and he's just at school, at home, and then we are hanging out with my sisters and stuff, and he's hanging out with his cousins, running around, and then that's it. Like what catches his eye is snakes and feeding time. That's it. He sees that tub full of rodents. He's like, "Ooh, feeding time." So I open the tub and I drop it. He's like, he's watching the head. All of a sudden, that snake comes up and snatches it. So he's like, "Yay!" That's it. That's all that catches him. Because he's honestly like in love with animals. So farm animals.
That's my guy right there.
Zoo animals, like literally. What at what age do you think a kid's gonna be able to sound out Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Brontosaurus or a Triceratops? This dude was naming off dinosaurs when he was like 5. And I'm like,
that's my youngest. That's my youngest. My youngest will show me a toy dinosaur. What's this, Daddy? And I'm like, I don't know. And he'll know exactly what it is. Like he'll tell me now, he'll say, draw this dinosaur. And I don't know what it is. And he's like, it's a long neck one. And I'm like, okay.
So like either my son's gonna go into veterinary care, zookeeping, or paleontology. I don't know, whichever 3 he hits. If he's happy, I'm happy. Like I got no problem with it.
Yeah.
And if he gets a farm and raises farm animals because he likes farm animals, so be it. I'm not.
Hey, that's my goal. I want farm animals.
Well, yeah, we were talking for a hot
I want the whole. I want the whole shebang. I'm trying to go all in.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time about how I want to build a compound. So I was like, man, get a couple.
That's what happened. We're gonna do that for sure.
Yeah, get a couple families together on one big old lot, dude. That'd be the dopest thing.
Man, living off the land for free.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That's a different plan, though, bro. It sounds good.
It is, because I mean, like for example, like my ex-wife never had she never had any vision for anything, bro. Like she was always wanting that cookie cutter nonsense stuff, and oh, you gotta have this, you gotta have this. This is the newest thing, and I just started getting fed up with it. I was like, why? I was like, why are you gonna follow everybody else? So like, do something different. Like I told Brandon a long time ago when we first, I think it was like 2 years, 3 years in, and little man was just little man. He was just like, he was just born. I found this really cool building in my town. It was empty.
Yeah, I remember this.
It had 3 bedrooms up above, and it had a business joint down below, but then it had a 4-car garage behind it. So I told my wife at that time, I was like, dude, we can live upstairs. I can start my gun business downstairs, keep it small, and then we have the garage in the back for either storage or keep the cars in there. And then when the kids get big enough, we can build over the garage, like do a full build out over it and keep it that way. But nah, she didn't like it because I was too close to my mama's house. So, whatever.
What?
Say it on the mama, man.
mind you, moms can still help out with the kids.
Yeah, I know.
Bro. It's unlimited date nights to me.
Yeah. And that was the crazy part, dude. Like, she never had vision. Like, when I started this, she was like, "Oh, this is not gonna go anywhere. This is not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna bring any crazy amount of money." I was like, "It's not the crazy amount of money that I'm doing this for. I'm doing this so I can spread the word. Like, my job.
Enjoy it. It's something you like to do.
Yeah, it's like I love guns. I one of the two things that I love, guns and snakes, is like I breathe and sleep that. Like, I mean, you can see my piece right next to me. I got my other piece right below me, and my other one over on the other wall. So it's like
you ain't getting in.
That's what I do.
You get in, you ain't getting out.
No, you're not. And then, like, even when I go to my regular job and I'm driving my big blue Suburban around, it got gun stickers on all my sides, and then I started putting everybody's stickers that I bought from Snakes. I started putting them on the bottom, so I have my two hobbies, and everybody's looking at my truck and they're like, right to bear arms, and like, are you just screaming Second Amendment or what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm an FFL. And I was like, I sell guns, ammo, anything you can think of. I got my hands on it. I was like, I have 15 companies that I work with. I tell people the laws and teach them how to clean their guns and everything. In that little 20 minutes that they come to my house and pick up their equipment, fill out their forms. I'm talking about them how to do this, how to do that. I'm like, that's just because that's what I do. I like doing it.
That's what's up.
And then I was at work one day, and this one guy, he came for his suit, and he was like, whose truck is that? I'm like, you talking about the big blue bourbon? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's mine. He's like, you sell guns? I was like, yep. I was like, if you got any more time, you can call me because I'm at work right now. I don't think they like me talking about guns at work because my job doesn't allow guns on premises. So I was like, whatever. It's like,
as long as they outside in the truck, right?
I just carry my backpack and we're good.
It's no gun in the backpack if you're watching. There's no gun in the backpack.
But it's crazy how people don't know the laws. Even people here in Wisconsin don't know their own laws. Like, I went to Starbucks one time. There was this nice black lady sitting on the patio, and she was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Who's she talking to? You talking to me?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I see you open carry your firearm." I was like, "Yeah, it's allowed." And she was like, "What? You can't do that in Illinois?" I was like, "Well, man, we're not in Illinois." I was like, "Wisconsin, we love our guns. We love our beer, cheese, and guns. That's what we do." I was like, "It's a big hunting state. Like, you got people out hunting right now or something,
Probably, yeah.
Gun season don't start till a couple more weeks, and I'm waiting till that day. I'm gonna be out at crack of dawn, just sitting in my blind, like, come on, man, come on, baby."
You be hunting deer and shit?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you know how to cook deer meat?
Yeah.
I never heard. I heard it tastes like chicken.
I mean, pretty much anything tastes like chicken.
No.
You put enough seasoning on that, yeah, everything tastes like chicken, man. I've had gator, I've had iguana, I had
gator too. I just saw somebody. Yeah, bro, the iguana thing is different to me. I grew up around iguanas because I'm from the Caribbean. I don't think I can see myself eating iguanas, bro.
When I was in Mexico when I was like 15, I went to visit back home, and my uncle, he had a little 22 rifle. He was just like, from the bed of the truck, he was just like, ding, headshot that sucker. You just see it flop, and I'll go running out to it, grab. I was like, we got one. And then my uncle would just like gut it, wash it out in the river, fry it up, and it was good, bro.
Wow.
That was it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's a different thing. The only thing that's really different meat wise is like wild boar is very different. Like a wild version of a pig.
Yeah.
It has a more gamey taste to it, and bear meat is very different. You have
I would think bear because it's like a herbivore, but at the same time it's a carnivore, so it's eating whatever.
Bear meat absorbs what they eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, so if it comes across like salmon, it's gonna be
fishy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I can see that.
If it's eating nothing but berries or something like that, or shrubbery like that, you're gonna have that berry flavor to it. I know of a guy who lives pretty much in the woods. He's like I hit one bear one time, and all he was snacking on was blueberries. The meat was blue. Literally, the inside of the bear meat was blue.
Wow.
Yeah, it just depends, man.
I never would have thought that, bro.
Yeah, I think. What else have I had? Buffalo. Buffalo is pretty good.
Oh, that real buffalo or buffalo wings?
No. Buffalo, bro. Buffalo.
I had buffalo wings. Plenty of time.
Buffalo. Yeah, no buffalo meat. It tastes like. You ever had like pulled pork?
Oh yeah, I love pulled pork.
Yeah. Not too gamey.
You don't eat pulled pork.
But
oh yeah, you don't eat pork. You're right. Yeah. I eat. If it's appetizing.
I got 2 T-Rexes, bro. They don't care about veggies. They just meat and rice, bro. That is it. That is it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it, man.
So before don't go nowhere though. But I'm gonna just conclude this here, so I don't want this to be too long, so I can post it to YouTube. But in conclusion, if you could give new breeders any kind of advice, what would it be? Or if you could give yourself, if you was, let's say, well, I ain't gonna say, cause you fairly starting out now too.
Yeah, I just started last year, so.
I'm about to say, so if you could give new breeders advice that's coming in the game now, what would it be? 3 things.
Purchase.
No. Patience, man. Patience, and reach out to people that are in the community. Honestly, because I don't think I would have been here without Wiz. Without a doubt, had I not reached out to him to get my rodent supply and then seen his collection and seen what he has in his basement and how his setup is, I don't think I would have ever been here. Had I not purchased the first few snakes on my own and then started reaching out to people trying to find, I started searching snake groups on Facebook and then I hit Instagram. I probably wouldn't even have 50 snakes. Honestly, if I would have never purchased those snakes, I wouldn't even be where I'm at now in a year's time. Because I know in a year's time, to have this many snakes and have a plan for majority of the snakes, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years down the road, that's heck of a lot, And without, everybody in the West Tank clan, Keys' group, what's the other group that I'm a part of? I can't recall.
Are you in FNA?
No.
We gotta get you in there.
Wiz, Keys, and forgot the other one. Darn. But I know hands down I would, had I not reached out to one guy about rodents and then it was like, oh hey, Wiz is over here in Kenosha right next to us, and because I reached out. I don't remember who I reached out to, but then he told me about Morph Market, and then Wiz just like solidified what I wanted to get back into, and he's like, pick your genes, stick with your genes, breed the super morphs out of that, and do this, patience. Don't try to aim for like quick production because it's a long game. So
yeah, for sure.
He said he set me straight. I do have to start a YouTube channel or start doing videos and unboxing because I've had heck of a lot of unboxing that I've been doing the last couple months.
You could have made a video for each one of them and just posted it one each week.
Yeah. That's almost a whole year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Almost to post a year.
Because so
That's smart.
I don't have the gear for it, so
It's smart.
I don't have
What
like.
you mean? You got a phone, don't you?
Yeah, but it
True.
just looks weird when you hold. I don't know. Like I'm still trying to figure it
You
out.
got Five Below? You got Five Below where you're at?
What's that?
The store.
Like at Walmart. You got Walmart?
He got Amazon. He got Amazon. That's all he
You
does.
got Amazon, right? I'm gonna send you a link to this ring light thing that I got. It's like a little tripod with a light on it, and you put your phone directly in there. Okay. That's what I was using for a lot of my TikTok stuff. Like I gotta get back on my grind as well with posting videos and stuff.
So I know for a fact I have to do that, and just like Wiz said, he was like when he first started, he was camera shy, and so was Keys. So like I don't have a problem talking to people. It's just like pulling the dialogue together to then throw it onto the channel and stuff. And I know I got to do an intro video of who I am, what I'm doing, what kind of morphs I like, and then get out that way. But
you already got the ideas, bro. It's just to do it, to be honest, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like once you start doing it, it'll just at some point it'll just feel natural. Like once you just start talking, it's almost like when we talk to ourselves and we in the car. Like, granted, we're not recording, but you're still talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that, bro. It's just now you just have an audience behind it. But you just
and it's crazy to see how far getting on YouTube can do. For almost everybody, like Wiz, like if Wiz never had started his channel, I wouldn't be here. So it's. And then, somebody pushing Wiz to do his channel and somebody pushing Keys to do his channel. And, the fact that it's this big of a community for reptiles in general is mad crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Mad crazy to have this many people in reptiles. Because 10 years ago, there wasn't this many people in reptiles.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know the first person that ever got me in reptiles was Brian.
Barczyk.
Brian Barczyk.
Yeah.
That man, when I first started getting into snakes back 10 years ago, that's who I was paying attention to. I was watching his channel religiously, man. And then look at what he's doing now.
I was about to say it was Steve Irwin for me.
Yeah, it was definitely Steve for me.
Steve for me.
But I think everybody knew Steve Irwin as the guy down under doing mad crazy stuff.
Facts.
But I'm talking in general for like ball pythons and then colubrids and a bunch of other stuff that was just snakes in general. Was Brian Barczyk from BHP. So it was
I want to visit the Reptarium, man. Like sometime next year.
I mean, I could just hop on a ferry and go across.
So,
we might have to fly up there to Wisconsin to check out the Green Bay Stadium, and then we can go do that too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get pictures.
So it was like, I was thinking about doing that one time. I was like, just drive up to Milwaukee, hitch a ride on the ferry, drive my truck into Michigan, and then hop back on the ferry and then come back home. I'm like, it's not as terrible as it sounds. So I'm like, instead of going all the way around and hitting the reptile place, I was like, nah, I'll just hop a ferry and go over. It's a lot easier.
Cheat code.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay for tow booths. So
that makes sense too.
And that Chicago traffic is insane, man. I hate Illinois traffic. It was mad nuts going down to Tinley, dude. Yeah. This year, Tinley going down, it was terrible.
Yeah,
for like about 10 miles. For construction was that terrible.
Man.
I was like, no, I'm good, man. And I have a heavy foot, so I was mad crazy trying to get down there. Because I was packing on my way down there, and I had to leave my piece in the truck. I was like, man, I hope to God no cop car comes strolling through the parking lot, see a vehicle with nothing but gun stickers on it. I don't want to hear on the intercom, hey, owner of a blue Chevy Suburban with a bunch of gun stickers, please come to your truck. I'm like, bro, I got into Tinley, and I was out in like 45 minutes. I picked up my snakes from Shane, And I skedaddled, bro. I was like, I saw Wiz and a couple other people. I was like, hi, bye, I'm out. I was like, let me get out of this state in general, bro. I was doing 95 all the way back. I was like, nah, I need to go home, bro. Like, get me out of this state. As soon as I saw the Wisconsin sign, I was like, whoo, I'm free. But I don't like driving into Illinois, bro. I hate driving into Illinois.
Nah, that's real. But y'all go ahead on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shout out my boy again, Rising Sun Serpents. Hey Zeus, I appreciate you coming out, kicking it with us, letting us get to know you.
Thanks for the invite.
For real, for sure. My boy
Definitely
Brandon.
Definitely be back.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Hey, you stay behind, bro. We're gonna keep chatting it up. I'm gonna go ahead on YouTube, all right?
Yeah.
And once again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show love. Hit that button.
I'll be right back too. I'm gonna check on my little ones real quick.
Okay. Y'all gotta stay in the chat anyway until the recordings are done.
Okay. It's still recording though.
Is it that what it's saying on your end?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe I should hit end recording.
Yeah, end recording.